I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 7 plant protein bars, 4 hydration mixes, and 4 enhanced coffee sticks. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Go to eatiqbar.com and enter code BAR20 to get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping. Again, go to eatiqbar.com and enter code BAR20.
This is the beginning of a new day.
This is the beginning of a new day.
God has given me this day to use as I will.
I can waste it.
I can waste it.
I can waste it or use it for good.
What I do today is important.
What I do today is important.
As I am exchanging a day of my life for it.
When tomorrow comes,
this day will be gone. Forever.
This day will be gone forever.
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 Leaving something in its place. I have traded for it.
I want it to be gain, not loss.
Good.
Good.
Good, not evil.
success.
Success, not failure.
In order that I shall not forget.
In order that I shall not forget the price
I paid for it.
Everybody get ready. Ooh. Everybody get ready. Ooh. Everybody get ready. Ooh. Everybody get ready. Ooh. Everybody get ready for Steve. Everybody get ready for DC. Everybody get ready for Steve. Everybody get ready for DC. Everybody get ready for Steve and 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 DC.
Not to be morbid, but to be morbid, when you die and if you're not cremated and they have an open casket, which I would never do and never want. I don't want people staring at me when I'm dead.
You're looking at me.
I want you looking back to see if I'm looking back to see. So, you know, like when my grandma passed, she had a little bit of a smile on her face. And I'll be honest,
smirk.
As she got older, she had what they call, and I'm just going to say it like it is, resting bitch face.
Oh, wow.
And she'd be in a great mood, and she was the sweetest lady ever, but she always looked like she smelled something.
Like something was wrong.
Yeah.
I can't fight it.
But when they made her up, because she had an open casket, she had a smile.
Oh.
So my question is, and the reason all of that to get here is that something they can do?
Oh, yes.
And do people request that?
I have watched, I know my life is exciting. I have watched multiple documentaries on the dead.
You like to order a pizza and
on the people that make them up, the funeral directors.
I find it fascinating.
What do they call them? Lobotomers.
Morticians.
Bishop, thank you. Morticia. And that is fascinating stuff. They can do so much. It's amazing. They can take somebody, if some people just don't want it, they're like, nah, just close it.
That's me.
They can.
I would never want to be opened. I'm going to be cremated.
They can take somebody that their face was ripped off in a horrible accident
and rebuild and redo.
Completely reconstruct it to where you don't notice a mark.
I had a friend, amazing. And I don't want to say who it was, but they passed away, and they had fallen, and there was a wound on the back of their head, so they had covered that up, and the person was buried wearing, and it happened to be an Alabama baseball cap, because they're a big Bama fan anyway.
Yeah,
and that's how they did that.
Well, I think
they're tricks. They're all kind of tricks.
Even from that, I've seen them. They reconstruct entire faces.
They don't dress them from the waist down, because the casket you don't see from the waist down.
Oh, that's a terrible thought, really.
They don't do that.
I don't want to know.
You can have them in a suit if, a lot of people have their,
I don't want to know that Uncle Kenneth is naked under there.
Well, that's exactly right. That's why they couldn't close the casket, because rigor mortis had set in. And
that's why he had a grin on his face. He knew he wasn't wearing any pants.
Hey, you like the pretty girl?
This is the Steve and DC Show.
Look who's here. Look who's here. Don Hartley just yelled for security.
Uh-oh.
Welcome back, partner.
Welcome back. It's great to be back.
Look, I was worried about you getting back with all the crap at the airports yesterday.
It was the worst experience, and it hasn't been good for about a year now. So even before this DHS deal, it was not great. And it was even worse this time. It was all, they canceled. First of all, they took me to LaGuardia, where the crash was last night.
Really?
Yeah, that awful crash. I don't know if you heard about that this morning.
I did, overnight, yeah. Awful.
And the pilots were killed.
Air Canada, I think, crashed into something.
Into a fire truck that was on the runway.
Wait, so you left from Richmond and ended up, you had to go to LaGuardia.
Yeah, they never send me that route. It's because of all this TSA stuff.
The wait in the line at the Atlanta airport, and I think it was this way all over the place, was over 3 hours yesterday.
I'm so glad. I usually go through Atlanta, or at least a lot of the time I've gone through Atlanta. So I'm so glad they did not route me through Atlanta, because I saw those videos too.
Nightmare.
Hours.
You wouldn't be here today if they had routed you through Atlanta.
No. It was just crazy, and they can't. Every flight I was on was either delayed or canceled. I did not have a flight on time.
Were you? Seems like because I was tracking you. You sent me a tracker where I could see where you were. And the last time I looked, you were at Starbucks in Charlotte. How long were you there?
For hours, 6 hours.
You had a chance to try one of everything.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, Charlotte. I was delayed for 6 hours.
Gosh almighty.
It was just not a lot of fun.
What time did you finally touch down here at home?
I left. I left my daughter's house at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
3 a.m. I landed in Birmingham at 4 p.m. It was a 13-hour
from Richmond to Birmingham.
I could have driven it.
Jimmy Carter on a Monday morning. I don't know if he flew over the weekend or not. I hope not. Good morning. Roll Tide.
I stay out of those airports these days. They're crazy houses.
They are.
Yeah, really. I drive. I'm going out west here in a couple of weeks, and I'm driving.
Yeah, well, that'll be good. I'm not
cool with that.
Yeah, the TSA crap yesterday was just
Cody
awful.
Johnson. What were you going to start?
No, I was just saying the TSA stuff was just horrible yesterday.
So the TSA is just a nightmare. I can't imagine standing 5 hours in the line to do anything.
No. Trump says he's sending ICE agents in to fill in for the TSA.
The TSA. I don't know if Alabama team can get back home.
Elon said yesterday he would pay them, which I'm like, good. Finally, a rich person stepping up.
Said he'd spend up to $10 million a day to pay the TSA.
Let's go.
Lord have mercy. I think the Democrats just ought to, regroup and stop all this foolishness.
Reopen the government.
All right, Cody Johnson. He had the biggest attendance anybody's ever had at the Houston Rodeo yesterday, 80,203.
That's a lot of fun.
That beats George Strait by 95 people.
Man.
Cody's got a lot of juice these days. He had Carrie Underwood fly down to Houston just for one song. That's pretty good.
One song.
I bet she was on a private jet.
I guarantee it.
Man. You're a big shot win. It was his probably the best 3 days this boy has had in a long time, maybe ever, Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
Starting on Friday when he is publicly unveiled as the newest member of the Country Music Hall of Fame. And then he goes down to Houston, and he couldn't do 80,000 because they don't allow seats on the ground. It's only in the stands until the last day. So Cody had 10,000 people sitting on the ground. But McGraw had 70,037. That's pretty impressive.
I'll take it.
It was the biggest turnout of the season except for the closer. Tim, what can you say? He was very emotional on Friday as he publicly, he's known for a couple of days. They tell you you have to keep a secret.
I couldn't do it.
It's very hard. They do it, but it's very, very hard. It was a weird weekend. Casey Musgraves dressed up like Ronnie Dunn, and I still hadn't found out why.
Well, I watched the video, and I honestly thought for a second it was Ronnie Dunn being introduced at this place until a female voice started singing. Then I realized it was a female, but I didn't even know that it was Casey Musgraves in the video.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't explain why. And she went to a lot of trouble to do that, too.
It was unbelievable.
Even wrote the tattoo where, had that done in the same font on her arm. I mean, they went to a lot of extremes.
And she had the hair.
Western wear.
Had the hair down perfect.
Well, the sunglasses and all that stuff. And then that was just, I don't know why, it was just weird.
It was.
And then Nicole Kidman. She was downtown at all the honky-tonks. She was going to Reese Witherspoon's birthday party.
Oh, okay.
And so she was seen on the street getting back into her chauffeur-driven Suburban. And then my daughter told me Teddy Swims was at the hockey game. So there were people seen all over the place.
Your daughter and DC's daughter, Sophie, both big Teddy Swims fans.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Very true.
I'm not particularly, but they are. You're right about that. They really like him. The star of the weekend, at least at the end of the country radio seminar, was definitely Ella Langley. I mean, she was on panels. She was in discussion groups. Everybody's talking about it. I mean, she is the master of the charts right this minute, and it's going to be very interesting to see how the award season treats her coming up, because this song is the song of the year already. I don't know how something that just almost runs out of time to beat her.
She's in Texas.
Yeah. And then the goofiest story of the week is this one, and it's not fake news. Keith Urban has cut a new album of yacht rock songs.
Yacht rock.
I actually love yacht rock. So
yacht rock is I know I've got a cover, just a snippet we can get into a little later on of him doing Stephen Bishop's On and On.
Oh, I love that song. I love that song. See, I would probably like this.
So he does it in a different version, does it his style, but he said, first time I've done an album of covers, and there you go. So Keith has got stuff going on. Nicole's going to parties. People are fussing about the Hall of Fame, and they want their person in there.
Another one that lit up the CRS convention, and Morgan Wallen tweeted out that he cannot stop listening to his song. We've got to play it in a few minutes. This Water at a Wedding. This is what I love about country music. It's a story, and it has one of the best lines at the end of it.
Who does it?
It's a new guy named Graylin James, but he
haven't even heard of him.
Oh, he's a
Is
new
he related
artist.
to Sonny James?
Could be. You never know. But
or Etta James. It could be all kinds of
Etta
gang.
James.
It could be anybody.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to hear it in just a few minutes. All right.
Great song.
What's it called? Water at a Wedding?
Water at a Wedding.
All right, Jimmy Carter, thank you as always. We are all caught up. Stephen DC, Audio Bob on duty, Moses, our pit bull mascot and head of security on duty. The band's back together, and it feels pretty good.
Yes, it does.
It feels pretty good. We missed y'all last week for sure. By the way, Stephen DC TV up and running. If you want to see what you're hearing, I know, it's crazy to me too, into DC. But you want to see what you're hearing, you can go to the 95.3 Bear Facebag page and click on Stephen DC TV and check it out. DC, how about the Crimson Tide?
Yeah, I was just thinking about this. We've never gone to the Sweet 16 4 times in a row.
4 times in a row.
Never happened in the history of Alabama basketball.
That's right.
So, look, I don't care. I know there have been times I've been critical of Nate Oates, but the dude has turned us into a winner.
Yeah.
Point blank. And this is the best. I was just about to put a story up about it. This is the best coaching job I think he's ever done.
Really?
Look at all the distractions. We had the guy that went through the lawsuit, and then he couldn't play anymore. And he was a huge part of our team. Gone. Aiden Holloway, the second I get to Virginia, he's arrested for marijuana sales.
2.1 pounds a pot, which, by the way, his lawyer says was for personal use. It was not for sale.
Is that a lot?
That's a lot.
2.1 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a lot.
Back in my smoking days, it didn't seem like much.
Well,
but
think of it in terms of quarter pounders at McDonald's. That's how I thought of it. It's 2.1 pounds. But anyway, second leading scorer, he's out.
You got to get the big arch burger, but that's a whole separate thing.
I've had it 12 times. 12 times.
I know you have now. Okay, so what was I telling you? Oh,
great coaching job.
All these distractions. I mean, that's huge.
Now, look, we won, and some of you might have fell asleep, 90-65 last night over Texas Tech.
And Texas Tech was good. They beat Duke.
I know it. And now we play again Friday. That's our next game against the Wolverines from Michigan. The game's in Chicago. We're going to play Friday night at 6:30. Tip-off 6:30 Friday night.
Now, no one's going to give us a chance. Michigan is great.
They are really good.
In fact, I picked them to win the whole thing.
You did?
At the beginning, yeah.
How's your bracket?
It's good because
there's not a perfect. There's not. They announced last night. There's no perfect bracket at this point left in the country as we head into the Sweet 16, and there has never been a perfect bracket at the end of it all.
I would be stunned if there was a perfect bracket anywhere.
Just to catch you up, we prepared a little something in honor of the Sweet 16. Listen for the Crimson Tide.
Boilermakers, Blue Devils, Cyclones, Reds, and Crimson Tide, Spartans, Cougars, Longhorns, Fighting Illini, Wolverines, Volunteers, Razorbacks, Huskies, Huskers, Hawkeyes, and Wildcats. Your picks are the worst I've ever seen. Your bracket looks redacted like an email from Epstein. The Sweet 16.
Roll Tide.
It's just fun.
Awesome. About people's lives.
Yeah, what's it back and coming out? The Steve and DC Morning Show.
So listen, we were crowing obviously about Alabama basketball. I mean, so happy we're advancing into the big dance, the Sweet 16,
baby.
We need to holler this morning about Alabama baseball. What a weekend. We beat Florida, which is a big deal, in 3 games. Yep, we took 3 games from Florida over the weekend. And I think it was Friday, our pitcher, Tyler Fay is his name. Make sure I get his name right. Alabama baseball pitcher Tyler Fay had like a no-hitter.
Did he really? Wow. That's always a big deal.
And
no-hitter.
That was a huge deal.
Woo!
And now Alabama goes on to play actually in Huntsville tomorrow. And the Crimson Tide baseball team will take on Austin Peay. And I bring that up because I love the cheer that Austin Peay does. Let's go Peay. Let's go Peay. Let's go Peay.
Yeah.
They really do. I mean, they had to. You're Austin Peay. You got to do.
Let's go Peay.
You got to do that. So, congratulations. Big weekend, Bama baseball. And hopefully we put a stop. No peeing tomorrow in Huntsville.
Yeah. I cannot believe that we have become really a basketball dominant school.
Yeah.
I mean, hardly any teams other than the major like UConns and Dukes can say they've been to 4 straight Sweet 16s.
You know what I'm loving? How would you like to be an Auburn Tiger? An Auburn Tiger, because man, they stunk it up.
Well, and
Bruce Pearl's son is under a lot of heat at Auburn, and a lot of people are saying, "Hey, we got to win. You've destroyed our basketball program."
Yeah, that was the one thing they had.
Yeah,
because they've never had football. I mean, they really
occasionally, they won a championship. Tuberville, they had some good teams. Not anything compared to Alabama.
No. I mean, there's nothing close.
Nothing close.
So basketball was kind of there, and then we beat them in that.
And now we're doing well in that. So all is right with the world.
Yes.
Yeah. I had a lady wrote about something over the weekend. I was reading some messages, and she listens to us every morning. She's really sweet. I apologize. I don't have the name in front of me, but she said, hey, I just want to tell you I love the show. In spite of all y'all's shots at we Auburn fans, I still love y'all. So it was nice. She was sweet about it.
That is nice. Thank you.
I almost felt guilty.
Yeah. Over the vacation, we played a game. My grandson, Eli Daniel, loves this game.
How old is Eli?
He is 10 years old.
Yeah.
About to be 11.
Golly, it's hard to believe.
Really is. But it was called Beat the Parents, and it was trivia questions that we were supposed to know, the adults, and then trivia questions that kids should know.
Beat the Parents.
The sad thing is I think some of the kid questions we don't know. So I was going to throw one at you, see if you knew.
Okay.
What is the primary difference between ocean water and tap water?
Ocean water is salty. Tap water is not.
You got one down. Sodium. Yep, sodium.
Now I'm feeling pretty confident.
Who lives at number 4 Privet Drive? Who lives at number 4 Privet or Private, Privet Drive?
I believe it's Privet.
Oh.
No, I have no idea what it is.
You could be right.
But I believe it is over in Britain, and it is the, the print, the
Prince?
No, the guy. The guy from Britain.
King of England?
No.
Prince Charles.
I think like Andrew maybe lived there at one point.
Prince Andrew.
He's
the Prime Minister?
That's right. Or something like that. No, I didn't think so.
You're actually kind of, in a weird way.
It was Britain, wasn't it?
Harry Potter.
You know what? Can they get their money back on this game? Because
that makes me laugh.
I've never picked up a Harry Potter book.
In our solar system, what planet has the shortest day? Steve Shannon.
Oh, without a doubt, Uranus. It's not Uranus.
No. Jupiter.
That was my next guess. Now, these are questions the kids are supposed to know.
How many bones is the human skeleton made up of?
300 and something.
You should know this. You interned at a hospital for a while.
I wouldn't say interned, but yeah, I did work there.
What did you do at the hospital? I thought you interned.
I worked in surgery. 300, I was like a...
What did you do in surgery?
Glorified candy striper.
What did you do in surgery?
I took instruments, sterilized instruments in and out of the OR.
Okay, well, that sounds like a big deal.
Well, it was. It really was.
You took sterilized instruments.
300 and something bones, I believe.
206.
Almost close.
You've failed the kids section here, it says.
That's why I didn't make it in medicine. I was an intern at the hospital, and so sometimes I'd be off a little bit, and I'd say, well, I was close.
Mm-hmm. An octopus can fit through any hole larger than its what?
Okay, you know what? Ask me the parents' questions. I think I'd do much better with those.
Let me flip it around for the parents for 1 second.
Let me answer.
Okay. All right, let's try one here. What does NASA stand for?
Okay. That's one of those I should know, and everybody should know.
What does NASA stand for?
National Aeronautics. Space.
Yeah.
Administration.
You got it. Wow. Good job. Good job.
That was a blind squirrel, y'all, finding a nut. I have no idea. I don't even know that I could repeat that answer because I don't remember it.
Who was the female star of the classic movie Casablanca?
Humphrey Bogart and what's her name? Humphrey Bogart and
Julia Roberts.
No, Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall.
No.
Who was it?
Ingrid Bergman.
That was my next guess. Well, I'm not good as a kid or parent in this case. But now look, if you got kids, seriously, y'all might want to pick this up. It's called Beat the Parents, and kids and parents compete. So how did you do, y'all, versus your kids and grandkids?
We did okay.
Better than I just did.
Yeah, we did better than that. Yeah, it is a fun game, though, as you can see. So
hey, we ought to save some of those questions, and we'll use them and give stuff away.
We will.
See, what I enjoy is asking the question. I'm more of an asker than an answerer.
We should get some, like one morning, some Carline parents on, and we'll play with the kids and the parents in the car. Yeah,
and give something cool away.
Yeah, that are going through Carline.
I think that's a good idea.
Is that one word or two?
Oh, you're asking? Is that one of those questions?
That's a question.
I don't know. I'll have to ask my kids.
This is the Stephen D.C. Show. Another famous Stephen D.C. phone sham call on 95.3 The Bear.
Molly.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out how to get to you.
Well, you get in your car and you drive down the road and you come on over.
Well, I'm stuck over here on University Drive at the Chili's and I can't find you.
Well, don't be eating no Chili's restaurant.
Help me out here.
Come down to University and hit 565.
Hit 465?
565.
All right.
Go eastbound towards Scottsboro.
Northbound.
Eastbound.
Towards what now?
Scottsboro, the borough.
All right, 565 eastbound towards Marlboro.
Well, they smoke Marlboros in Scottsboro, but it's Scottsboro the borough.
It's hard for me to understand you. You got a speech impediment or
I
something.
got that southern drawl. I'm not a Yankee.
Yes, ma'am. That's all right with me, though. God bless you.
Thank you.
All right, now what?
When you come over Chapman Mountain, you go to the second red light. It's known as Shields Road. You know,
Come over the Chatting Mountain and...
Chapman Mountain. Well, we are chatting, but it's Chapman Mountain.
All right, and I'm headed to, what was it, Shell Drive?
Shields, yeah.
I've got
Shields
that.
Road. Lord, you get me all confused.
I'm sorry, I'm not real good with these directions, but go ahead. I've got a... All right, so now what am I going to do?
You're going to turn left on Shields Road.
Good Lord.
I tell you.
Left on the road now, okay?
Okay, now when you get to that next red light, you're going to turn right.
I hope so. Yeah, how much farther is it?
2/10 of a mile once you get past.
Could you run down here to Chili's and just let me follow you back?
Sure.
All right, how will I know it's you?
What kind of vehicle are you in? I ain't going to tell you what I'm in. I don't like to pick up, tell me what you're in and I'll look for you.
I'm in a big old Peterbilt, 18 wheels on the ground.
Okay.
I'll be outside the Chili's. I'm wearing overalls and Atlanta Braves baseball cap.
I should be able to find you then.
Maybe we could head into Chili's and have us a cocktail or something.
That sounds real good. I like tequila.
It don't make your clothes come off, does it?
Oh, it sure does.
Well, I'll have one waiting for me.
You can ask my husband, Clifford.
Oh, I can take him.
Yeah, you let him know. He can tell you my clothes fall off when I drink tequila.
Is that Clifford like the big red dog?
Oh, yeah, like the big red dog. He has a big old bow tie collar.
We'll just leave him at the house.
Oh, man, he's fun.
I don't believe he is.
If you tell him to sit, he'll sit.
I'll have to whoop his hind ends, what I'll have to do.
You'll have to whip his hind end.
Yeah.
Well, he won't probably take kindly to that.
I can tell you like me.
Yeah, I do.
There's something about a man with overalls and
It is an Atlanta Brave hat.
I know it.
My mommy used to watch Atlanta Braves, and she said, and I used to always wonder why. She said, see the tight pants.
If you take after your mama, you're going to love me then, because my britches are pretty tight.
They are tight.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if Clifford's going to like that.
Well, we ain't going to tell him about it.
All right.
Hey, why don't you bring that Samantha Blackwood with you?
Oh, Samantha. She's a newlywed. Her husband won't like that.
I'll whoop two hind ends if I have to.
Well, you can probably take him. He's a wimpy little thing.
Well, that's what I heard.
Yeah. Clifford rides a Harley where Samantha's husband's,
Oh, ain't nothing to him. His hind end will be redder than a baboon's butt when I get done with it.
They like that.
Molly?
I'm going to kill y'all.
Samantha is phone shamming you.
I'm going to beat him.
You were a lot of fun.
Well, you are too. We listen to you every morning.
Well, that is so nice. All right, tell your husband he better look out.
Okay. I'll be watching for you in that Peterbilt.
Tequila makes your clothes fall off.
This is the Stephen D.C. Show.
We have a really accomplished and lovely lady we're going to speak with right now. Her name is Samantha Sutherland. Samantha, welcome to the Stephen D.C. Morning Show.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you, even though it's tough for all of us on this Monday morning, I can tell you that. You know how that is. And back to school after spring break. And
oh, yeah. It's a case of the Mondays.
Samantha is the CEO of the Good Grit Agency and Magazine. First of all, kudos for the name Good Grit. I think that is just fantastic. Tell us about the All Hats Conference, which is coming Thursday and Friday, please. Who is this for, first of all, and what is it?
Absolutely. So thank you for having us on to talk about it. It is March 26th and 27th in Wallace Community College, and the purpose of it was anybody, whether you're leadership, small business, or nonprofit, you feel the pressure of wearing all the hats. You had a passion for just doing something, and then you didn't realize you also needed to be the janitor, CEO, marketing, accountant. And so this is a place to come and get real tools. We have speakers from all over the country actually coming in for 2 days with workshops and Impact Award investors coming to speak about when they decide to invest in your business or nonprofit. So it's going to be a really full 2 days with good people there.
Now, that's this Thursday and Friday at Wallace State Community College. That's in Cullman. And there'll be people going from Tuscaloosa and all over the state of Alabama because it's a great opportunity. Do you need to pre-register or how do you do all that, Samantha?
Absolutely. So it is allthehatsconference.com, very simple. And you will go online there. We will continue that you can buy tickets until Wednesday. So I would encourage you to run and get those and participate. We would love to have you.
If you have a small business, this may be the best investment you can make in your future. It really is. Or, you know, maybe you run an organization, a community-based organization that helps charities. There's just so many different benefits from this All the Hats conference. Now, I understand the idea for this. Our mutual friend Edie Hand said it wasn't started in a boardroom. The idea for the All Hats conference started in a living room. Was it your living room, Samantha?
That is correct. Myself and my co-founder, Melanie Maddox, we were sitting there, and you know, I had started multiple businesses, and one of them was in my 20s, and I failed at it miserably. And I thought, I really wish that I had experts around my table to help me know what I didn't know. And that was where the idea was born. And so we've had great partners. Wallace came alongside of us, RC&D Council, the Chamber, Momentum Leadership. We've had Edie came and supported us. We just had a lot of good people that have come in and said this is something that's really needed in our community, and so we're excited to bring it.
Samantha, is one of the common denominators for new startup small businesses the fact that they try to grow too fast?
I don't know that it is. I would potentially say yes, because you want to please your clients, right? But I also think that it is just not realizing the impact that marketing, operations, and sales all have to play together. I think that they want to put Band-Aids on things, and so they really need to understand each and how they all come together to hit your goals and what's so important about each of your divisions inside your company.
For any of you listening to the Stephen DC Show right now, and maybe you are involved with a small business or potentially you will be, you know all about the phrase all the hats, because that's exactly where you may be. You wear all the hats.
Yeah.
This is for you. The All the Hats Conference, Thursday and Friday, Wallace State Community College, Cullman, Alabama. You're sure to learn plenty, and that's going to lead to a more successful business. Hey, Samantha, can we thank you, please, for being with us this morning? We love that.
Absolutely. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Where do we get Good Grit Magazine, by the way?
Oh, you go to our website, goodgritmagazine.com, and subscribe. We'd love to have you.
Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Samantha Sutherland, everybody.
Yeah.
95.3 The Bear.
I'm so hungry looking at this because a lady by the name of Amity has...
Amity?
Yeah, she's taken upon herself to drive all over the state of Alabama and rank the best barbecue places in the state.
Oh, God. Hey, I would have driven her all over the state of Alabama. That's pretty good. Best, because we know there's some good Q in Alabama now.
And then she put photos with it. It's really, really, and this one is from Miss Myra's. Now,
I've been there.
Have you?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah. Miss Myers is in Birmingham.
And you didn't ask me to go, did you?
We were separated at the time.
It was during our separation.
You were doing radio somewhere, and I was doing radio somewhere. I was doing radio in Birmingham, and I went over there to Miss Myers.
Miss Myers Pit Barbecue?
Yeah. Guess who was sitting there eating? Taylor Hicks, the American Idol.
Was he really?
And so we were able to visit and catch up because I had not seen him in a while. I said, "This is the first time I've been in here." And Taylor said, "You know what?" He said, "This is the best barbecue in town." And that's before he invested in Saws. He might disagree now.
I like Saws.
Uh-huh.
I've been to Saws a couple of times, and I like that.
Taylor's an investor in Saws Juke Joint. But not to get sidetracked, Miss Myra's people just rave about.
I'm talking about Saw's Soul Kitchen, the barbecue.
Yeah,
is that the same thing? Okay. Okay, so Miss Myra's Pit Barbecue, apparently Food Network has been in there a couple of times and featured her. And they say Myra Grissom knows her stuff.
Miss Myra.
She's been smoking since 1984.
How long she been barbecuing?
Come on in. Come on in, doll.
Hi, doll. What you having? You want the ribs or the pulled pork?
Oh, Lord.
Have you had my smoked turkey? It's to die for. We're not doing Miss Myers any good.
Occasionally an ash falls in. It's part of the seasoning. Okay, so what else is good? The Dreamland, of course, makes the list.
Oh, well, we know that. What about Archibalds?
But let me tell you something. This is key, and I don't mean any harm.
No harm, no foul.
I'm a Northportian myself, and but the one in Northport's not as good as the one in the original. It's just not.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, I've eaten at the one in Birmingham. I've eaten at the one in Montgomery. Birmingham's pretty good. I've eaten at the one in Huntsville. None of those measure up to the original down here on Jug Factory, Jug Factory.
I'll tell you, okay, actually, I do know why.
I don't think when the family franchised it, they gave up all the secrets.
I don't think they did.
I wouldn't have.
Because I'm telling you, one of the things I love about the original location is they still serve the barbecue sauce hot. Mm-hmm. It comes to your table warm.
And most places don't do that,
No.
and it really makes it better.
They don't even do it in Northport. And then you can still see the butter floating in the sauce.
I know.
Which is what I've always loved.
Yeah, at least you hope it's butter.
I don't care what it is. It's good.
So Miss Myra's Dreamland.
By the way, do you know when Dreamland started the first time? You know when they, Big Daddy?
1958.
You're right. Wow, look at that. If that was a trivia question, you'd have.
Oh, God, yeah.
You'd have won something.
I know my BBQ.
And then there's another place in Bessemer called Sykes Barbecue.
Been there.
Is that pretty good?
It is good. It's been around. It's been around a long time too.
Known for the fresh pork shoulder.
Yep, that's right.
There,
Miss Myers doesn't do that.
Decatur, Alabama. Is that the unofficial barbecue capital of the state?
Bob Gibson's?
Big Bob Gibson.
Been there and had the white sauce.
But would you say that?
No, they say it, but I wouldn't say it.
Amity says that she thinks they might be right when they say that.
Well, I mean, it just always comes up. Big Bob Gibson's, they won all these awards, and you know, they created that white barbecue sauce.
And I've never been to Big Bob Gibson's, and I hate that.
It's good.
How far is Decatur from here?
I don't know from here exactly, but from Huntsville, it's just right there.
Okay, well,
skipping a jump.
Yeah, well, exactly. All right, so probably a couple hours
North
from here.
Alabama. Yeah.
And then also on the list, Archibald's, Northport, Alabama.
Had to be.
They've taken over the Meat Fork. Meat Fork? Huh, I don't know what that means. Woodrow has taken over the Meat Fork and is continuing the barbecue legacy his grandparents, George and Betty,
We went to school together.
Myra, George, and Betty were all together.
We're in the same class.
1962. But there's a couple I've never heard of. Now, have you ever heard of Brenda's Barbecue?
Never heard of Brenda.
Now, Brenda and Myra apparently started the same month.
She was friends with my granddaughter. She's younger than I am.
Known for her chopped pork plate. I want one right now.
It's Brenda's? Where is Brenda's?
Brenda's Barbecue. Dine in? Nope. Not here. It is carry out only, which works great for anyone that wants the best chopped pork they've ever had.
We do chopped and sliced.
Served with white bread, baked beans, and French fries. And by the way, they're in the Alabama Barbecue Hall of Fame.
Where's Brenda's located?
Montgomery.
Okay, I've never heard of it.
Alabama.
Not that familiar with
it. And then Lanny's Barbecue is also on the list. Never heard of that one.
Where is that?
Selma, Alabama.
Okay.
And lastly, Hog Wild Beach Barbecue, Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Oh, okay.
So those are the 10 according to Amity.
And of all those, I know a lot of you'll be going to Gulf Shores, and when you do, go to Hog Wild and get some Q.
Hog Wild, known for its nasty sandwich.
We don't do anything like that at Myra's.
Myra doesn't do anything nasty.
The only thing nasty about us is our bathrooms. And we're working on that. Ever since that sewage overflowed, hadn't been able to get that smell out of there.
By the way, Hog Wild has been featured on the Cooking Channel's Best Beach Bites. So,
yeah, big whoop. I know a lot of you are wondering what my... Honey, bring that ashtray over here. The big ashtray where I always put my buds. A lot of you may be wondering about our new dessert menu at Miss Myra's.
Myra, put your lemon.
Our lemon meringue pie is very, very popular. That meringue stands about a foot off that pie.
Myra, can you put your big ash right over there, please? I'm so hungry looking at this. because a lady by the name of Amity has...
Amity?
Yeah, she's taken upon herself to drive all over the state of Alabama and rank the best barbecue places in the state.
Oh, God. Hey, I would have driven her all over the state of Alabama. That's pretty good. Best, because we know there's some good Q in Alabama now.
And then she put photos with it. It's really, really, and this one is from Miss Myra's. Now,
I've been there.
Have you?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah. Miss Myers is in Birmingham.
And you didn't ask me to go, did you?
We were separated at the time.
It was during our separation.
You were doing radio somewhere, and I was doing radio somewhere. I was doing radio in Birmingham, and I went over there to Miss Myers.
Miss Myers Pit Barbecue?
Yeah. Guess who was sitting there eating? Taylor Hicks, the American Idol.
Was he really?
And so we were able to visit and catch up because I had not seen him in a while. I said, this is the first time I've been in here. Taylor said, you know what? He said, this is the best barbecue in town. And that's before he invested in Saws. He might disagree now.
I like Saws.
Uh-huh.
I've been to Saws a couple of times, and I like that.
Taylor's an investor in Saws joint. But not to get sidetracked.
No,
Miss Myra's people just rave about.
I'm talking about Saws Soul Kitchen, the barbecue.
Yeah,
is that the same thing? Okay. Okay, so Miss Myra's Pit Barbecue, apparently Food Network has been in there a couple of times and featured her. And they say Myra Grissom knows her stuff.
Miss Myra.
She's been smoking since 1984.
How long she been barbecuing?
Come on in. Come on in, doll.
Hi, doll. What you having? You want the ribs or the pulled pork?
Oh, Lord.
Have you had my smoked turkey? It's to die for. We're not doing Miss Myers any good.
Occasionally an ash falls in. It's part of the seasoning. Okay, so what else is good? The Dreamland, of course, makes the list.
Oh, well, we know that. What about Archibalds?
But let me tell you something. This is key, and I don't mean any harm.
No harm, no foul.
I'm a North Portion myself, and but the one in Northport's not as good as the one in the original. It's just not.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, I've eaten at the one in Birmingham. I've eaten at the one in Montgomery. Birmingham's pretty good. I've eaten at the one in Huntsville. None of those measure up to the original down here on Jug Factory, Jug Factory.
I'll tell you, okay, actually, I do know why.
I don't think when the family franchised it, they gave up all the secrets.
I don't think they did.
I wouldn't have.
Because I'm telling you, one of the things I love about the original location is they still serve the barbecue sauce hot.
Mm-hmm.
It comes to your table warm.
And most places don't do that, and it really makes it better.
They don't even do it in Northport. And then you can still see the butter floating in the sauce.
I know.
Which is what I've always loved.
Yeah, at least you hope it's butter.
I don't care what it is. It's good.
So Miss Myra's Dreamland.
By the way, do you know when Dreamland started the first time? You know when they, Big Daddy?
1958.
You're right. Wow, look at that. If that was a trivia question, you'd have.
Oh, God, yeah.
You'd have won something.
I know my BBQ.
And then there's another place in Bessemer called Sykes Barbecue.
Been there.
Is that pretty good?
It is good. It's been around. It's been around a long time, too.
Known for the fresh pork shoulder.
Yep, that's right.
There.
Miss Myra's doesn't do that.
Decatur, Alabama, is that the unofficial barbecue capital of the state?
Bob Gibson's?
Big Bob Gibson's.
Been there and had the white sauce.
But would you say that?
No, they say it, but I wouldn't say it.
Amity says that she thinks they might be right when they say that.
Well, I mean, it just always comes up. Big Bob Gibson's, they won all these awards, and they created that white barbecue sauce.
And I've never been to Big Bob Gibson's, and I hate that.
It's good.
How far is Decatur from here?
I don't know from here exactly, but from Huntsville, it's just right there.
Okay, well,
skip and a jump.
Yeah, well, exactly. All right, so probably a couple hours
North
from here.
Alabama. Yeah.
And then also on the list, Archibald's, Northport, Alabama.
Had to be.
They've taken over the Meat Fork. Meat Fork? Huh, I don't know what that means. Woodrow has taken over the Meat Fork and is continuing the barbecue legacy his grandparents, George and Betty,
We went to school together.
Myra, George, and Betty were all together.
We're in the same class.
In 1962. But there's a couple I've never heard of. Now, have you ever heard of Brenda's Barbecue?
Never heard of Brenda.
Now, Brenda and Myra apparently started the same month.
She was friends with my granddaughter. She's younger than I am.
Known for her chopped pork plate. I want one right now.
That's Brenda's? Where is Brenda's?
Brenda's Barbecue. Dine in? Nope. Not here. It is carry out only. which works great for anyone that wants the best chopped pork they've ever had.
We do chopped and sliced.
Served with white bread, baked beans, and French fries. And by the way, they're in the Alabama Barbecue Hall of Fame.
Where's Brenda's located?
Montgomery.
Okay, I've never heard of it. I'm not that familiar with it.
And then Lanny's Barbecue is also on the list. Never heard of that one.
Where is that?
Selma, Alabama.
Okay.
And lastly, Hog Wild Beach Barbecue, Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Oh, okay.
So those are the 10 according to Amity.
And of all those, I know a lot of you will be going to Gulf Shores. And when you do, go to Hog Wild and get some Q.
Hog Wild, known for its nasty sandwich.
We don't do anything like that at Myra's.
Myra doesn't do anything nasty.
The only thing nasty about us is our bathrooms. And we're working on that. Ever since that sewage overflowed, hadn't been able to get that smell out of there.
By the way, Hog Wild has been featured on the Cooking Channel's Best Beach Bites. So,
yeah, big whoop. I know a lot of you are wondering what my... Honey, bring that ashtray over here. The big ashtray where I always put my buds. A lot of you may be wondering about our new dessert menu at Miss Myra's.
Myra, put your lemon.
Our lemon meringue pie is very, very popular. That meringue stands about a foot off that pie.
Myra, can you put your big ash right over there, please?